100 today, and today's my birthday. I'm turning 37 years old. Crazy how fast. Like it's crazy how fast that. How fast is that? Let me just take this one. Let me take this first. Let's celebrate. Huge day. It's a big day today. Great day because I'm turning 37 years old. And the most important, today is life 100. How crazy is that? I've done like 100 lives already. It's crazy. And when I woke up today, my wife came to me. She wanted to give me like a surprise. And then she came with Luke, with my baby. She said, Tiago, happy birthday. And then I love you so much, blah, blah, blah. And then she started wishing me a bunch of stuff. I wish you more health. I wish you more this and that. Once she said, I wish you more happiness, she stopped and said, I don't know if you need more, if you need that as well. And then I said, yes, you know me, you know me, you know me. Why? Because guys, we can reflect on our life every single day, not in our birthday only. Because at the end of the day, I always think like that. Today is my birthday. It means 1 year less for myself on this planet. 1 year less. It's not like one more year. No, no, no. It's 1 year less. Thiago, that's depressing. No, that gives us more hunger to live more because we know is literally passing like that. Boom, boom. It's not one extra year. It's one year less. How are you guys doing? Margaret, you are always here. I love that. Guys, who was here with me throughout the year? Through like all these lives. I've today's live 100. Last live, by the way. Last live. This is a recap. Today's a recap. Besides my birthday. Thank you so much for the wishes, the happy birthday. Thanks a lot, guys. I really appreciate your message here. And you are here with me. And the most important, I appreciate the most those who were here with me throughout this year. Because I remember December last year, I promised to myself, I always pressure myself. I always put internal pressure because by consequence, my external pressure becomes smaller. So last December 2023, I put a pressure to myself. Okay, I'm going to do 100 lives in 2024. And I want to finish live 100 on my birthday. So in 1 year from now, I'm going to finish this live. And I will talk about, and then the recap, what happened. We discussed about hormones. Who watched one of my lives that I was talking about hormones, thyroid health, female hormones that women suffer a lot, estrogen dropping, pause menopause. Yesterday we talked about menopause and inflammation. Another live we talked about thyroid issues. Another live, one of the lives it was really great live. We talked about autoimmune disease. Autoimmune disease. Many lives. Let me see here. I need to use my glasses to see your message. Finally, I can see you guys on my phone. Thank you guys. Thanks so much. Thanks for the happy birthday. I love that. Let me just put this here because this is hurting a little bit my skin. Guys, who was here with me throughout the lives? And tell me here, what was the topic that was like a breakthrough for you? Tell me which topic that I talked about related to your specific issue, the symptoms that you are suffering this year, that was like a big takeaway for you. I want to see that. Thanks so much, guys. Thanks for the happy birthday. Let me know here. Margaret is one of the person who were joining, attended the lives, like I think almost all of them. Tell me here, guys, the topic that was a highlight for you, that was like a wake up call inside your mind. I'm struggling because of this specific thing that Thiago put in the live. Tell me here. I'm just curious. Tiberius said brain fog. It was an awakening for you. This topic we discussed about brain fog. Amazing. Someone said the last talk yesterday. Yesterday we talked about menopause and inflammation. Tony said gut lining relationship to overall health. That topic was powerful, powerful, and many people don't know about that. The gut lining affecting all the symptoms that you're having, and many people are having the root cause in that specific part, in the line of the gut. Many people don't know that. Sania said, shutting up the little voice in your head and keep going on everyday wins. That was a powerful topic. Guys, look at this. Look at that. My purpose here of these 100 lives that I have done, and today's level live 100 on my birthday. I'm about to celebrate with my wife. Today we're gonna have tea. We're going to a high tea. We're gonna have like some desserts. I'm gonna enjoy. I can take a picture to show you. But let me tell you something super important. The most important thing is now what I'm gonna tell you. My purpose, my main purpose of doing these lives, to show you many things that's happening inside your body, showing you all the inflammation, showing you all the hormone imbalance, showing you the gut microbiome and the bacteria helping you or destroying you. My main purpose for the whole year was what? If you ask, what was your desire? Why did you do all these lives? My main purpose is to open your mind for all the possibilities that you can achieve inside your body. Write this down. You behave like that because of the programmers that you have in your life, that you had in your life. Like me, we have programmers. I don't know how you say in your country. Because once you are programmed for you to behave in some specific way, for you to sabotage yourself, you always have all or nothing mentality. Every single year, you start having, I'm gonna crush my year, boom, and then 15th of January, you give up because you have the all or nothing mentality. Who here have this all or nothing mentality? Tell me here. Why is that, Thiago? Because you were programmed from someone in an environment that you lived in your childhood, in your friends, when you were an adolescent, in your high school. We are programmed. I remember when I was programmed not to do anything related to nutrition, nothing related to menopause, to hormones, to inflammation. I remember I was 16 to 17 years old. I was programmed to do my bachelor's degree in law. Why? Because my family was programming my brain, programming all my life for me to do law, a bachelor's degree in law. Tiago, why? Because my family, they always focused on that at that time. 2005, 2004. I have like one of my people in my family are judge, many lawyers, many people in my family, they work for the government. So I was programmed to do to go to the university and do something that I literally don't like at all. But I was programmed. Why? Because your dad programmed you, your mom always planted seed of a program that someone programmed her as well. Your grandmother programmed her. Our goal is to see, is this program that people are put inside my brain and that I'm behaving like that today? Tiago, how do I find out if this program is a good thing for me or if it's bad for me? How's your life? Are you happy with the life that you're living right now? Or are you sad? Or are you frustrated? If you say, Tiago, I'm 100% happy. I have a bunch of health. My health is amazing. I don't have any health issue. I have a bunch of money in my bank account. My relationship is amazing. If you say that, what does it mean? It means that all the programs that you have received, that your parents, your dad implanted inside of your brain, your mom put inside of your brain, your friends, your partner, your boss, your teacher. What about your teacher? Many of us always receive a programming. We still have a program inside of our brain that we behave in a specific way because of our teachers in a high school. For example, how many of you are now shy or you are always scared of say express your emotions because your teacher said something in front of many people, your peers, your tribe, the other students, and then now you are traumatized. What happened in your childhood that you were programmed to be in silence with the issues that you face, and then you are just carrying that resentment because you had a trauma in your childhood, and then you were programmed to be in silence and never treat that specific thing that is hurting you inside emotionally, And then every single year, you are trying to become healthier, but that specific thing that was a trauma that you had in your childhood, never let it go. Never let you go forward, move forward, because you are blocked. You have a mental block. The main purpose for me is to show you of you were programmed. There are programmings inside of your brain that your parents, your teachers, your peers, when you are in your high school, your boss implanted inside of your brain. And I I'm always like I always want to make sure that all of you have that clarity that you can change that programming. Next year, we are about to go to 2025, another new year, another new year. So it doesn't make any sense we repeat the same mistakes to ourselves next year. Doesn't make any sense. Because imagine, today's my birthday. I'm turning 37 and I'm super aware that that's not one extra year that I got. No, 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 no. It's one year less. I'm shortening my lifespan here on this planet because I'm 1 year older. I'm aware that I really need to keep optimizing. My goal is to next year optimize again. Today's live 100. Guess what's gonna happen? I'm gonna put more pressure to myself next year. I want to compound every single year. I want to compound all the great effects. Because remember, write this down. Remember this forever. Your priority is to compound all the great effects based on the behaviors that you are doing. If today you start drinking a specific tea, let's say you started drinking ginger tea today, your day one. Once you drink that ginger tea, your body is receiving for the first time that specific nutrient. If you keep drinking ginger tea every day, on day 30, your body, you literally compounded all the effects of ginger in this specific tea for the last 30 days. So you are literally feeding your body with another day ginger tea, but now your body have already received 30 ginger teas, 29 actually ginger teas. Yeah, what does it mean? You are literally compounding all the effects. If you're investing money in your education right now, you're putting every single month, you're putting money in your education. Your brain, once you keep investing, and then in December of 2025, in 1 year from now, if you keep investing in your education, putting money, investing financially, in December, next time that you invest again in December 2025, you will invest in a brain that's going to be completely different and it will be already compounded with all the information that you have put in the last 12 months. So, guys, the secret is always for you to keep compounding, compounding. And then, Thiago, but I feel frustrated with many things that I put my expectation or many things that I invest, and I feel frustrated. What's the point of life is you have to keep planting the seeds. Plant the seed. For example, I planted the seed of doing 100 lives this year. Guess what happened with me? My knowledge increased. My public speaking, I felt more natural to speak in front of people because English is my second language. I learned English in the last 5 years. I didn't know how to speak English before that. My English was terrible. I'm speaking in one specific and completely different language. That's not my first language. My language is Portuguese. But guess what happened throughout the year? As I put more pressure to myself, I compounded all my English skills, my communication skills, my knowledge. Guess what? If anybody invite me tomorrow to speak in front of 1,000 people face to face, I will speak. Why? Because I compounded all that skill this year. Did you guys get that or not? Imagine you applying something that you really want to get in your life. You don't want to repeat the same mistakes that you made this year. Next year, you really want to make better choices in your life. But if you are aware that, okay, no matter what, I'm going to just keep planting the seed. For example, today I planted the seed. I started my day by working out on my birthday. I planted a seed. The effects of my exercise can happen after hours or can happen tomorrow. My emotions can be more balanced because I'm exercising always at the beginning of the day. I'm not working out in the evening. So if you are aware of, okay, I'm planting the seed. I'm planting the seed of exercise in the morning because I know I can control my emotional state. I can be less angry, more patient, less reactive emotionally, and can feel less hurt just because I'm modulating what we call heart rate variability, HRV. That's what is that, Thiago? It's one of the measurements for us to see the capacity that your heart can have in modulate your emotions. Many people don't know that. Many people don't know about that. I did a live talking about heart rate variability affecting directly your emotions. To have a real, for example, many people don't have emotional intelligence. Many people. Someone say to someone for example, someone say to you that you are super fat, you start crying. Someone say that your clothes are terrible, and if the person says this in front of other people, in front of you, you feel hurt and then you destroy your whole week ruminating that. What does it mean? Your emotional intelligence is level 1 yet. Tiago, I'm willing to optimize this emotional intelligence. I want to improve because I'm always destroyed every single time emotionally. I always have that all or nothing mentality. If I fail, because of my emotions, I keep thinking too much that I'm failing. I think about what other people are thinking about me, and then I give up. 2025 is time to stop that, guys. Time to stop that thing. Because I'm telling you, you can compound these great effects and become emotionally stronger. Because most of you destroy all your results, you always sabotage yourself because of your emotions. You sabotage yourself because of your emotions. Many of you, your food, there is a food in front of you, you eat more than you need or than you should because of your emotional state. You let your hunger, I'm feeling hungry, and then you overeat. Emotional state always destroying your results. I had an argument with my partner, and then you eat more. Some of you do the opposite. Some of you stop eating. So you become a super deficient of essential nutrients every single day. This is affecting your hormones, so you create more hormone imbalance because when you are angry or when you are really pissed off or when you are super sad, either some people here, they eat more than they should, other people, they stop eating. They don't eat anything. 2025 is time to stop that because remember, it's time for you to have that rebirth. Today is my birthday. I'm turning 37 years old today. I always have the mindset of rebirth. Always go to another level. Always find out another version that I never saw yet. And be aware that I can always create a new version, another version, and I can always keep compounding and creating that foundation inside of me of strong foundation. Whatever happens outside of me, I can hold it hard. I can sustain more emotionally, physically, because I'm creating a huge foundation. How do you want? You say, I want to build a big building. For you to, the bigger the building, the deeper should be the foundation. The higher the building, do you think that these big buildings, like 100 levels, the foundation is super deep? Super deep. Guys, this is always, when you look at nature, you see that. You see a tree. The bigger the tree, the bigger the roots to sustain that. A bamboo tree, when you see nature, you go crazy and then you understand about yourself. You change the next year. Bamboo tree, it spent 5 years only getting prepared, the foundation, its foundation. After 5 years, the bamboo tree start growing. How crazy is nature? How crazy is this life here? But many of you are not even interested about this topic. Why? Because you were programmed, your dad programmed you to emphasize more physical stuff, appearance, or status. Many of you think about status. Status is your priority number one. I remember that I used to really put status in a one of the priorities when I was in my neighborhood. I remember that a lot. I remember when I was a teenager, I used to do, for example, my first car. Look at that. How crazy was that? Look at that. Many people don't know this story, only my family. Look at that. I was 17, 18 years old. It didn't make any sense for me to buy a new car. It didn't make any sense. I was broke like crazy. 17 years old, broke. But because of status, I tried I tried to do whatever, like, or whatever it takes to buy a new car. Instead of buying a really old car, I bought a new car. But the worst thing, without air conditioner. In my city, my hometown was super hot, crazy hot. But I spent around like 4,000 with wheels, new wheels, like big wheels, just for appearance, just to show off. Look how there's a point. If you look at me here, and then if you look back, if you look at your life, and then if you don't realize, wow, look at the mindset that I used to have before. If you don't realize that you're improving, if you don't see that many priorities that you put in your life in the past it didn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense right now. That's a good sign, because it means that you are having more wisdom. You are becoming wiser. But if you look back and then say, no, yeah, everything was fine. Because in the past, you used to prioritize, for example, status, appearance for your family. Show off to your parents that you're doing good in life. And if in the past you used to have this behavior, but today you still have this behavior, what does it mean? You're not becoming wiser. Your wisdom about life is the same. It's level 1. You're speaking and talking about the same subject. It's like every single time we go to, for example, we go to Christmas party and then we meet again, a bunch of people of our family. All the family is there. When I used to live in my hometown, Brazil, we always go December 25th of December. Everybody still go to the one specific house, and then same subject, same stuff. We see that many people are living like they're flat. The year is happening, new year, another year, and people have the same type of mindset. Guys, you were programmed, and it's time to break this programming that your parents, either your parents, your friend, a friend that you really enjoy, really liked 10 years ago, someone in your environment programmed you for you to behave like that. I remember that this was broken in my mindset in 2021. 2021 was I said here for some people, I had a breakthrough in my life. Boom, an awakening. Since then, everything has changed. The way that I see things change a lot, like crazy. Now, I go by purpose. I don't go by things. I focus on cause, not things, cause. If people knew that stuff, they knew like how did my dad program my mind? How did my dad program my mind? How was the program that my mom put inside of me that I still have the same behavior, that I still act the same way? How was the program that my teacher put me? Many of you even don't have that question. You even don't question that. If you don't ask the right questions to your brain, how do you want to have clarity in life and know exactly how to solve your problem? You won't solve your problem. Tiago is, but I want to lose 30 pounds. What, like, there's nothing to do with my belly. Let me tell you a secret. Belly fat is only a result of what's going on in your life. Belly fat is only a result. Check your bank account right now. The amount of money that you have in your bank account is a result of everything that you have done in the past. Let's do a blood test right now. The results of your blood test, it's only a result. You are focusing too much in the result instead of focusing too much in the behavior that, by consequence, bring that dream result that you want to achieve. And then you're still thinking that your belly fat has nothing to do with what I'm saying. That's the opposite. It is the most important thing that will connect the dots, that will give you that clarity. Did you guys get that or not? You really need to understand that, guys. Really need to understand that. Margaret said, makes me sad because I love them so much. The point here, guys, remember, our programmers, my dad, my mom, my grandmother, my teacher, my pastor, the programmers of my life, remember this forever. You can never blame them. Don't blame them. Whatever your mom taught you that was not a benefit for you, you need to actually forgive them in advance. Why? Because someone else programmed them as well. You need to always think like that. Okay, it's not my mom's fault. It's not my dad's fault. I understand them like crazy. I forgive them in advance. I forgive my teacher who programmed me in advance. I forgive that person. I forgive that person who created a trauma in my life. For example, my ex-husband. Some of you got a divorce, and then you still carry that resentment. You need to tell yourself, I forgive that person because nobody taught this person the right way. Because this person was also programmed and received the wrong programming. That's why this person made that mistake, that big mistake with me. So once you shift, you are literally changing the meaning of things. Guess what's going to happen with you? Your life becomes lighter. You can literally behave differently. By consequence, pay attention to that. By consequence, your shape, the shape of your body start moving. By consequence, you're balancing more your hormones. Because you're still thinking that to solve your health issue, you are still thinking that the solution number one is taking a pill or is taking a supplement. Thiago, tell me the supplement. Or you are still thinking that there is a secret of a specific food that will change your situation. That's the biggest illusion that you're having. For you to change that situation, it's always the micro behaviors that you're making, the type of thoughts that you have about yourself. About yourself. If I look at you, if I keep checking, analyzing all your day, and if I keep checking how you treat yourself, how you behave when you are around people. For example, you are doing everything perfect. You are doing everything right for yourself. Once you have someone around you, you make the mistakes to please the person. Why are you doing that? It's because of my friends. I want to be social. I'm really focused on detoxifying my toxins. I have a lot of toxins, and I'm really focused on detoxifying my mitochondria because I don't have energy. So I'm focused on a plan to detoxify that. I want to get more energy. And I'm not drinking alcohol for 1 month. And then when you go to your family or to your friends, bang, drink a bunch of wine. Why? If you were by yourself, you would never do this behavior. But just because to please other people, you are literally destroying all the plan. And the worst of this is what? Is once you come back home and then you are by yourself, you start criticizing yourself. I made that mistake. How crazy is that behavior? How crazy is that behavior? Who here do this? Still do that? Because guys, remember, behavior of pleasing people more than usual happens more with women. For some reason, happens more with women. That's super interesting. To please, to receive more yes and avoid rejection of saying no or that you're doing something wrong. Remember this forever. You receive the programming inside of your brain. It's time for you to rewire that programming. Now, we already know in neuroscience, well, look at that. Remember this forever. This is not a guess. We already know in neuroscience that 95% of everything that you are doing throughout the day, every single day, it's coming from your programming. It's a belief. Everything, all your behaviors, the foundation of the behavior that you're having is because a belief was created, someone programmed you, or you created that belief with a situation that happened in your life. 95% of your day is by repetition. You only have a window. That's science. That's science. That's not my opinion. You have only a window of 5%. of creativity, of breakthrough. For you to, for example, write this down. Deepak Chopra say this, I love this phrase. Routines and habits make breakthrough impossible. So if you're literally repeating the same day, you eat the same food, you always go to the same route, you always choose the same street, you always do the same workout in the gym, everything's almost the same throughout your day, you always speak about the same stuff every single day, you meet the same person in your work or in your family, and then you speak about the same subject. Every morning when you wake up, you think about the same thought. Guess what's going to happen? When a breakthrough in your life will happen? Never. That's what we already know in neuroscience. Never. Because you're not giving space for your brain to have a breakthrough, to have an insight. Wow, I'm going to do this instead. So it becomes much harder for you to change the route of your life. Much harder. That's why many of you struggle with your belly. Belly's getting bigger. And then you are blaming something else. No, guys, write this down. I'm going to repeat this 1,000 times. Belly fat is only a result. Having low energy is only a result. You really need to remember this. Your stress, your anxiety, your depression is only a result. You need to focus on what came before the result. What came before this belly fat? What came before this depression that you're having? What came before that? Which behaviors that you have done throughout the years that was the building, that was building up that depression that you have right now? What was that? It's time for you to start asking, questioning that. Because this is the secret of life. If you understand that, you go to another level mentally. Your life becomes different. I'm telling you that. You get out from the bubble. You get out from that bubble. You get outside. You see the bubble outside. You analyze in 360 degrees your life. Crazy. I'm telling you that. Your hormones is just a result of what's going on. Someone said, interesting. Guys, remember, actually, this topic is the most interesting thing that imagine if we had a brainstorm every single day having this conversation about ideas, about life, about perspective. Yeah, okay. For example, let's suppose today you stopped by yourself, get a pen and paper, and start analyzing what was the program that my dad put inside my brain that I still have the same behavior. And then you write down, boom. You are understanding about yourself. You are learning how to find out who you are. Because many of you, I showed you a paper published recently. 25% of Americans have a sense of meaning in their life, sense of purpose. The rest, 75%, they have no clue the purpose of their life, the meaning of life. They don't know about anything. They're just living every single day. 75% of Americans. How crazy is that? Why? Because if you apply what I'm doing, you will find yourself. You will know why you are here on this planet, why you are living, why are you working? Why are you working? Why are you doing this stuff every single day? What's the purpose of that? What's the reason? Why? Tell me. Why are you getting stressed out because of your boss or whoever? Write this down. Write this down. Anybody who makes you angry becomes your master. Anybody who makes you angry becomes your master. So imagine today you put, okay, I'm gonna find out what was the program that my mom put inside me that I still have the same behavior. And then you write down, my mom always used to do that, and say that. My mom always used to complain about this. I also complain about the same stuff that my mom always complained. This is a programming. I need to break that program of complaining about that stuff, because this came from my mom. And then you go to your partner that you met your partner. Some of you got a divorce, or some of you are with the same partner for 20 years. And then at the beginning, you are so in love with your partner, but your partner used to have a specific behavior that you literally copied that, and this became a programming inside of you. And then now you need to check, okay, what is the programming that my partner put inside of me? Guys, remember, nobody puts a program without like on purpose. Some people put that. Some people put, of course. Politicians put that a lot. They are aware of that. Many people they are aware of that. But your parents, your teacher, they don't realize they just behave, and we are social. Many things that you do, you just copy. Many words that you choose to use to talk to people, your tonality, the tonality of your voice is modulated by someone that you really appreciate, that you really focus and like. Subconsciously, you are receiving programming from people around you. But was it, ask this question, what's the quality of this programming that I'm receiving? I'm programming my brain every single day with many things. What's the type of programming that I'm putting? Many of you, weekend now, you go to Netflix. What's the movie? You need to be super careful with that stuff. What's the type of movie? The movie is trying, what's the main message of the movie? What's the programming that I'm going to implant inside my brain by watching this series on Netflix? Netflix. And some of you choose a specific movie that's actually making your brain more stressed than ever. No, it's because I want to relax. How do you want to relax? By disturbing your brain. You don't realize that. How many of you are choosing things in your day to create more stress? Your life is already stressful, and then you want to put on top of this more stress. Why are you doing this? Doesn't make any sense, guys. It's time to break that bubble. Get out of this bubble that you're living. Break that. Implant another program. That's why what I'm showing you and speaking here to you is I want to give you that clarity for you to allow yourself to add a new programming inside your brain. Cool? Thank you so much. Happy birthdays. Yeah, thanks a lot, guys. Thanks. I really appreciate that. Sania said, carefully self-program. Exactly. We need to be aware of that. That's why if someone close to me say, no, I cannot do this. I say, wait, stop everything. Don't say this. I cannot do this. No, I never do this right. No, hey, stop everything. I stop the whole thing of what I'm doing and I start talking to this person who said that. Because you have no clue. Write this down. Remember, this is biology and this is quantum physics. Each cell in your body pays attention to the type of thoughts that you have. Did you know this or not? Many people don't know that. Many people don't know that. Each cell in your body, you have trillions of cells, 35 to 50 trillion cells in your body. In your liver, everything made by cells. Your immune cells, your best friends, that can become your biggest enemy, that I told you already. They're always paying attention to the type of thoughts that you're having. And they behave crazy. How crazy is that? And many people don't know about it. They behave based on whatever is happening here and how your heart is beating. Did you know this or not? Did you know that the way that your heart is beating, you have around 40,000 neurons inside in your heart that always sends message to your brain, and depending on the way that your heart is beating and sending message to your brain, is giving a cascade of chemicals, and the cells in your body are responding to that. Did you know that or not? And then you say to yourself, and then you beat yourself up. You criticize yourself. You say something bad about yourself. You don't have courage to look in front of the mirror, appreciate yourself. Yeah, but I have a big belly like crazy. My breast is hitting my belly button because I had 4 kids. How can I appreciate myself? It's because the lenses of your eyes are completely blurry. You are literally focusing on one thing, having a different perspective. Write this down, guys. Write this down. Perspective is reality. You change your perspective of things, you automatically change the reality. Many people are not ready for this specific conversation, but I just want to give you that spark, that trigger. I just want to create a trigger inside your brain. Boom. For you to have a better 2025, a better year, to avoid repeating the same mistakes. All right? All good? Cool? Let's go here to questions. Let me go to questions. Now I'm checking your message. Thanks a lot, guys, for the birthday. Someone said, "Yeah, what's your takeaway here? Tell me here, what's your takeaway of everything that I said so far? Tell me here. I want talk to me. Step number one for you to start healing yourself and go to another level is when you are interacting and sharing your situation and always engaging because you're opening the possibilities. Write this down. Your brain is like a parachute. It only works when it's open. So once you're talking here and explaining what was your takeaway so far, this you're literally opening your brain for possibilities, for new possibilities. Ah, Thiago, because I'm scared. We are scared of the unknown. But remember, all the better things that we have in our life always came from the unknown. We always had to go and do another step forward. Remember, guys, I showed you already. There was a specific live that I said about that. Progressive vision. Who here knows what is progressive vision? For example, you really want to lose your belly fat. Belly fat, belly fat, belly fat, belly fat, belly fat, belly fat, belly fat. You constantly think about your belly. You look at someone's body, you look at her belly. You look in the mirror, you look at your belly straight away. Belly fat, belly fat, belly fat, belly fat, belly fat, blah, 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 blah. Belly fat all the time. It's in your mind. You are a slave of belly fat. If I open your brain, the biggest word inside your brain will be belly fat. You're constantly thinking about belly fat, belly fat, belly fat. Midsection, midsection, midsection. Write this down. For you to really get to the goal that you want to achieve, you want to learn what is progressive vision. You can never see what is 1,000 miles from here. If you want to see when you are driving, and if it's dark, you need to turn up the light. You can only see what is in front of the car based on the limit of the light. After that, you cannot see. So what do you have to do for you to keep seeing what's coming? What's coming? What do you have to do? You need to keep driving, guys. You need to keep going. This is called progressive vision. Progressive vision. Pilots, airplanes, people who are pilots, they know that. This comes from that progressive vision. For you to see what's coming next, you can only see if you keep driving, if you keep going forward. If you are stuck, if you stop, how do you want to see what's coming next? How? Progressive vision. The airplane is here. The airplane can see until here. The pilot, visually, I'm talking about visually. The pilot will only see after if the pilot keeps flying and comes until here to see what's next coming. This is part of nature. This is always when you appreciate, when you analyze nature, you understand, progressive vision. Progressive vision. So if I really want to achieve a specific goal, I'm super frustrated with something, I need to really keep going hard. I can never stop because I will never see what's next coming. Did you guys get that or not? You really need to understand this. Someone said that's so true, so true. Family is the people that hurt you the most, sadly. Exactly. But guys, why? Why do you think that family hurt us the most? Because we put, remember, it's all about expectation. Expectation. I'm gonna tell you something for you to heal yourself fast. Change your expectation for appreciation. If you do this, we are always hurt more from our family because we put so much expectation. Like what? What my dad will think about this that I'm doing. What my mom will think. How my mom will feel if I say that or if I do this. You are putting expectations too high, too high. But imagine if you do this. If you reduce your expectations and go to appreciation. Tiago, what do you mean? Instead of expecting how your mom could think, you just accept the way she is. For example, I'm going to give an example. I have people in my family. I'm addicted to, I love about optimizing our life. I love that stuff. I love because that's the essence of everything for you to feel happy as much as you can. For you to have bliss, for you to cry just because you exist. You go to another level. I have people in my family. I spent, for example, last year, I did 3 lives inviting only my family on Zoom. Pay attention to that. Okay, guys, let's do like a treatment. I want all the family, all my family becoming really healthy. And then I invited everyone. Everyone, boom. We spent 2 hours each Zoom call with all my family. My grandmother was there. My grandmother is amazing. It's amazing. I think I copied her energy. She was one of my programmers. My grandmother, super like growth mindset. She still has. She's 90. No, she's 89 years old, and she's gonna do a big party. Her 90 years old next year, and she still drive. By the way, she still drive. Crazy. She's a machine. She was there as well. But the first thing that happened, I did this for free. My family. I want all my family healthy like crazy. For free, of course. First thing that happened, many people missed. A lot of people pay a lot of money to do a mentorship with me. And then I did for free to my family. And many people missed. I had like 10, 15 people. But my family is more than 50. More than 50. But okay, amazing. But remember, I put appreciation and drop my expectation. Imagine if I was put a bunch of expectation of, okay, yeah, I'm gonna help out my family. And then if many people missed, if I put a big expectation that everybody could do what I was teaching, I would be what? Frustrated. I would feel what? Angry with some people of my family. I didn't feel angry, of course not. Guess what happened in my mind? Well, how was my mind? I'm super happy. I completely changed the perspective, guys. Change the perspective, you don't suffer. You stop suffering. My perspective was what? I'm super grateful because I have the capacity to help my family. Many people, many of them here who are listening to me could do a bunch of mistakes, but because of my help, they are optimizing and they can live more because of my help. I'm super grateful. So I was focusing on those who attended the Zoom call and who was applying was what I was teaching. Instead of me focusing on what my other family who missed that was thinking about this. Same thing with you. You are doing something. You're expecting to do something in your life. You're expecting to, for example, change your job. What my family will think about this if I change my job? I spent the whole year, the whole decade focusing on this career. If I change careers, what people will think about me? Many people think like that. And they don't change. They hate their job. We know already papers showing over more than 70% of the world's population don't like their job, but they still stay in their job. Why? Tiago, I need is because I need to pay my bills. Yeah, but why didn't you put a limit date? While okay, I'm gonna put for 2 years, I'm gonna keep working this boring job that I don't like at all. I'm gonna put an end date while I'm studying to increase my skills to go and seek another job that I really like. And while I'm doing this, I'm gonna save money and pay my bills. Why are you not doing this? Many people even don't think about that. They just accept what life brings to them. You are accepting too little of everything that guys. Remember, there are three types of people. Write this down. Write this down. Three types of remember this forever. You are in one of these three types. First category of people, scarce mentality. They always have fear of losing, of missing. What if I lose my job? I hate this job, but if I lose that, I'm going to be unemployed forever. Scarce mentality. Second type of people, abundant. They are aware that there is abundance in life. That money just change hands. Money never disappears. There's no scarcity of money on the planet. Money change hands, and that's it. There is abundance of money, of wealth on this planet. There is abundance of nature. Second type of people knows, okay, if I go hard here and I study and I optimize my skills, I can get any job that I want to. Even if it take longer, but I can. Abundant life. So those type of people, they have for themselves. They're not suffering with that scarce mentality. And there are the third type of category of people, the overflowing. People who are overflowing. They have so much for them already that they are now overflowing to their family, to their friends. They're helping, they're sharing what they already know, the knowledge that they know. They're giving money to other people, helping other people. They are overflowing. That's the third category of people. Tell me now, what do you think, which category that you think that you are right now? And what's the category that you want to start getting next year? Scarce mentality, abundant, or overflowing? What do you want? There is nothing outside of that. Three categories of people. People always have fear. What gonna happen with me if Trump becomes the president? What will happen with me if Kamala becomes the president? This president here. What will happen with me? What my mom will think about me? Blah blah blah. Scarce mentality. Me, fear of missing something. Fear of losing. Fear, 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 fear. Fear of what people will think about them. Scarce mentality. Do you think that you are in this first category? Or second category? Abundance. I'm going to put all my energy this year for me to get my best health. I'm going to put all my energy this year for me to go to another position in my job. I'm going to put all my attention here for me to fix that problem that I'm facing in the last 3 years. But I'm going to go all in to fix that. Abundant mentality. Or are you the third one? You hit a level that now you are overflowing. Energy. You have so much energy inside of you that you cannot hold it for yourself only. Your bucket is already full. Now you are overflowing. Boom! Giving energy to everybody. Boom! And then you are volcano. If people see inside of you, there is a volcano. You are overflowing energy, fire. Who are you? Who are you here? Who are you here? One of the three. If you tell me, Thiago, I'm number one. I'm type 1. Thiago, I'm type 2. Thiago, I'm type 3. Guys, remember, while I'm speaking here, this second already passed. Yesterday already passed. When I started the live with this in here on my head, already passed. Everything passed already. Thiago, what does it mean? What does it mean? It means that what matters is from here to the future. What does it mean, Thiago? If you have scarce mentality, from now you can focus on going to abundant mentality. Reduce that inflammation. You're so inflamed. You spend 10 years inflaming your body without realizing that. Now you have a bunch of symptoms. Now mood swings. Now you're struggling like crazy to sleep. A bunch of problems in your health. Many problems that you don't know yet because they're about to show up, but they are building up in silence inside of your body. But because you're not doing a blood test, because you're not doing an analysis of your health, many things are happening around inside of you, and you will find out in 2 years from now, in 1 year from now. You can change that. I'm telling you, you can change that. If you allow yourself, okay, I don't accept less than I deserve in this life, because life is abundant. Life is abundant, and that's it. Thiago, show me that life is abundant. Why do I need to pursue that? How crazy a salmon that size, eggs at that size, that you cannot see with your eyes, become a person that with this size, or a baby. How on earth, how incredible is that abundance of a seed that size that you put in, like on the soil, that after some months become a big tree, something that's completely different structure. How could you imagine something at that size become something 100 times bigger? Abundance. The universe is expanding. Expansion. So why are you not expanding your mind? Why? You're the only person who is not expanding your mind. But that's your choice, because you can expand your mind. You can go and find another level that you never found before. I don't know my level in 2025. I will go and find, and I will create that level. I never saw my version of 2025. I will go and get there. You can do the same, guys. You can do the same. You can really change that situation, that issue, that big problem that you're having right now. You can shift that, rewire your brain. Remember, the programmers, Your dad programmed you that way. Your mom programmed you that way. Your teachers, your pastor, your president. You are programmed by politicians. You are so programmed by a specific politician that whatever the person says, you say the same. You look like copy and paste. You are literally a slave of people. You are accepting. You are accepting too little of life can bring you, can give you 10 times more. You are just accepting. Don't accept less than you deserve. Don't accept less than you deserve. I'm telling you that. Okay? All right. Today is my birthday, so I'm talking too much because I'm super excited with that. I love talking about this subject. I have no idea. It's a brainstorm. But I need to celebrate with my wife, right? Because today we are gonna have cake. Today we're gonna have cake. Happy birthday! I will appreciate my body. Amazing. I like that. I like that phrase. I will appreciate my body. Go. Don't say I will, guys. Another thing. Be careful the words that you use. Be super careful. I'm going to repeat again. Nowadays, we already know the cells in your body pay attention to your thoughts. If you always put I will, pay attention to that. Look at me here now. I will doesn't exist. I will is future. Your brain doesn't recognize I will. Did you guys that? Do you understand this or not? Did you know this? Your brain doesn't know about yesterday. Your brain only experiences today, right here, right now. There is no time on the present. It's timeless. It's only right here, right now. So if you say I will, that situation can never happen. You need to think, okay, I'm already changing. I'm already changing my mind. I'm loving my body right now. I'm already creating a new future to myself. I'm already creating 2025. Why is that, Thiago? Because we already know in science, in neuroscience, in psychology, this is already known. There is no doubt anymore about that. I will, when you think about future, this is just an illusion for your brain. Your brain doesn't recognize. Thiago, prove to me. I don't believe in you. Okay, let me prove right now. Now you're gonna cry. If right now I start asking you, tell me the worst situation that happened in your life in the last years. The worst, the biggest trauma that happened in your life. If right now you start telling me, Thiago, yeah, that day this happened. If you start telling me, you are going to start crying. Hold on. But the problem that your biggest trauma in your life happened 10 years ago. Why are you crying right now? Why are you talking to me about the situation? Because your brain, your body is thinking that's happening right now. So your body is releasing the same chemical reactions from 10 years ago that your body released 10 years ago. How crazy is that? It's not crazy. Your body only knows what's right here, right now. Future for your body doesn't exist. Past to your body doesn't exist. Why do you think when you start thinking about the day, your best life, if I ask you the opposite, you start having joy. You start thinking about, you are just by yourself thinking about the day that your baby were born. Your baby was born at that day, and then you start having joy. And then you start crying. Hold on. Why are you physically changing your emotions? Why is your heart beating? If your baby was born 10 years ago, 15 years ago, why is that? Because for your body, the only thing that exists is right here, right now. So, Tiago, what do you mean by that? Don't say, I will. Say, I'm already changing. I'm changing. I'm becoming wiser. I'm becoming smarter. I'm becoming healthier. I'm already doing this right now. I will not do this. I will not start taking care of my body tomorrow. I'm going to start. I'm starting this right now. Calming down my nervous system. Smelling rosemary oil. Calming down my nervous system. I'm already optimizing myself. Don't put nothing to the future. Don't put nothing to the past. Put everything right now, right here, right now. Did you guys get that? Be aware how you talk to yourself. Be aware of that. I don't say I need to change my perception. No. Don't say, guys. Don't say. If you say this, you are just creating a possibility, something that's far. You need to say, I'm creating right now. I'm changing my perspective right now. I'm changing my perspective. Don't say, I need to. No, need is a low commitment. You are literally showing a low commitment to your brain. Guess what's going to happen? Your brain will say, Maria, shut up, that you never had this different perspective. Just let's keep living the way that you always lived and shut up, move on, stop watching this live and just keep doing whatever you're doing. Just keep repeating your miserable life. Your brain will say that. If you just keep saying, yeah, I need to lose weight. Yeah, I need to change my life next year. Yeah, I need to change my job next year. No. Commitment level 1. If you say that, your brain will hear, you say, you're lying. You're lying. I know that story. Your brain say, that little voice inside of you say, I heard this 1,000 times. Who cares? Let's just keep living this miserable life that you have created in the last 10 years. Who cares? You will not change. I know that. Your little voice will literally say that to you. If you just say, I need to. Yes, maybe that's true. Don't speak like that, guys. Words have superpower. You have no idea about that. I've been programmed. Yeah, you got to open your mind, apply some pressure, and you become a diamond. Exactly. Guys, remember, another live that I talk, I'm just doing like a recap. Another live that I showed you is internal pressure that you put to yourself and external pressure from the environment, from your family, from your friends, from your partner. The higher the internal pressure that you put in yourself that's positive, I'm not talking about the pressure that's negative, that you beat yourself, that you criticize. I'm not talking about this. I'm talking about internal pressure. Waking up tomorrow, 10-minute workout. It doesn't matter the way that I feel. I'm going to work out anyways. I'm not feeling to go to the kitchen and take that supplement. It's time. You just do it. The more internal the pressure that you're putting to yourself, the lower will be the external pressure. Tiago, what does it mean? Any external pressure, any conversation, any hard situation that you have externally, outside of your body, everything you can deal much better. It becomes easier. Why? Because your internal pressure is really high. Internal pressure becomes higher, external pressure becomes smaller. It goes down. What's the problem with many of you? Your internal pressure is too low. No, next year I start focus on dieting. Next week I'm going to start doing this. The more you think like that, the lower your internal pressure. Guess what's going to happen with you next time that you have an external pressure? Your husband do a big mistake with you. Your children do something. Your mom, your dad, something happens externally, and then you are literally destroyed. Why? You didn't build up in a higher internal pressure. Be aware of this. Be aware of that. You really need to understand that stuff. Okay? That we were programmed in the past, and we can reprogram to progress. Exactly. The good news is we can constantly reprogram our brain. The way that I just showed you how. I showed you how. Cool, guys. All right. Now I need to enjoy the day with my family. Lots of emotions involved with family. Exactly. But Tropin, the main thing with family is about the expectation for appreciation. Because the more we keep the expectation too high for too long, it's like that. It's like roots. The emotional state, the emotional part becomes like start covering that expectation. How crazy is that in psychology? Look at that. You have a big expectation about your family. Expectations too high. The longer you keep this expectation with your family, the higher will be the emotional state, the emotions around that. So it's literally a tree that's becoming bigger and bigger, and the roots, the emotions, are getting stronger as well. Guess what's going to happen? For you to change the perspective, for you to move from expectation to appreciation becomes harder. Did you get that or not? Why? Because you first need to cut the roots. The roots are the emotions. The emotions are really deep emotions. Why? Because it becomes like a big love. We all love our family, but we need to be careful because we can literally destroy our lives, destroy our emotions because of our family's behavior. Because of my dad's behavior, I'm destroying myself. Because of my mom's behavior or my sister's behavior, let's say I have a brother, my brother is destroyed financially, is broke like crazy. And then my life is, I'm always worried about my brother. So now I'm affecting my whole day, my whole life, and this is happening in the last 3 years because the choices that my brother made for himself, that's now affecting my life like crazy in the last 3 years. That's not the way for you to help your brother. That's the wrong way, because instead of you affecting your brother, actually your brother is affecting you. We need to change this order. It's the opposite. How, Tiago? By not, how crazy is that? You help your brother by not focusing on your brother first. You need to first focus on yourself. Your bucket is here. How do you want to bring and help your brother if your bucket is empty? How? How are you going to help him? No, no, no. What's going to happen? You're going to destroy your life even more because your bucket is empty. You need to fill up your bucket first. And then after that, you're going to start overflowing. This overflow will start affecting your brother's life. Did you get that or not? Guys, you really need to understand that. That's a secret. Cool? All right, guys, let me enjoy my birthday with my family now. So today, last day, live 100. I really appreciate. So remember, secret number one, priority number one for 2025 is creating that connection with your spiritual beings. God and you as a creature, the more connected, the more you find out yourself. The more you have this awakening, that enlightenment, that revelation. You have a revelation inside of your brain when you understand this. Cool? I really appreciate you guys are here. Super appreciate all the wishes, happy birthday and everything. And by the way, today is the last live. But if you want to stay closer to me, if you want to keep programming, what I'm doing here is adding a new program inside your brain. If any of you here had an awakening, had an insight while I was speaking, it means that you are receiving a program, a new program. If you tell me, Tiago, I really want to start having more deep conversations around that. I really want to go get closer, get deeper to this conversation. If you really want to stay closer to me, for me to hold your hand, you can join my program because I will not go easy next year. I will go hard. I'm going to put all my energy next year, more than this year. Because I want everything that life can gives to me. All the joy. And I want to share that. It's like it's literally like how Earth works. It rains, the water goes to the earth, and then it comes back, evaporates, and then it comes back, and then it keeps that cycle. Imagine if we keep that cycle. We receive a lot of energy, we treat ourselves, and then we give that energy back. And then we keep that cycle. It's an incredible cycle that we can create. If you really want to get closer to me, for me to hold your hand, and then we walk together, going to another level next year, 2026, and then we keep growing as humans, you can join me, you can join my program. We are gonna get prepared. We're gonna get prepared for an incredible year of 2025. It's 100% possible. You shift that as long as you stay in this environment, this health environment. If you say, Tiago, I want to go to that level. I want to find myself. I want to go to deep waters. I'm living on the surface. I don't want to stay in the surface. I want to go to deep waters. I want to find out more about this. So join me. You can send me a DM. We can discuss to have a call with one of my team, and then we can see how we are going to help you. For you to start 2025, crushing it. Not going small. Find out your best version because it's possible. And you can find out as long as you know where you are going. But for you to know where you are going, you need mentors. I have mentors in many areas of my life. So if you want a mentor, I can be the mentor for you because I really want to share and show you all the possibilities that can happen inside of your body, especially in your body. By consequence, your life will start changing. because nothing changed first externally if you're not changing inside. If everything that's inside your brain, in your liver, in your gut, all the bacteria, all the viruses, your immune system, everything work in synchronicity. You go to another level externally. Your external life changes. But if you really want to get closer to me, you can talk to me on the DM or talk to my team. That's fine. And then you can arrange a call to talk to one of my team with Miriam. Miriam is one of the person on my team that can tell you exactly what's going to be ideal for you. And then we start crushing 2025. Cool? All right? Guys, have an amazing day. Margaret said, thank you for educating us all year, Thiago. We are forever grateful to you. Enjoy a special day with your birthday family. Thanks so much, Margaret. I really appreciate that you were here in the last 100 lives. I love that. Sania said, you literally reprogrammed us in such an inspiring way. Sania, I love seeing this message. That's my goal. That's my mission here. Tropin said, I love your passion. I love that you are here as well. It's a big favor that you guys are doing to yourself. Happy birthday. Thank you. Love it. Love it. Thank you so very much and have a wonderful day with your family. Amazing. Guys, have a great day. Enjoy your weekend and stay close to yourself and to God. That's what matters at the end of the day. Talk to you guys in another opportunity. If you want to stay closer to me, talk to me on the DM to arrange a call, and then you can join our program to start in January next year. Cool? Talk to you guys soon. Have a great day. Bye-bye. See you soon, guys.